Hamas has rejected arguments from Israel that its hostage handover ceremonies in Gaza are degrading and humiliating for the Israeli captives. Israel postponed the release of 620 Palestinians in protest of the treatment of its hostages, in yet another example, Bridget, of the fragility of the Gaza ceasefire. Our Middle East correspondent Matthew Doran reports.
For hours on Saturday night, the families of Palestinian prisoners and detainees waited in the cold and the wet for their loved ones to return. But it never happened. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, ordering the buses to turn around. It's scenes like these angering Israel. Hostages paraded on stage before being handed to the Red Cross. Despite the smiles, hostage Omer Shemtov's father says he was directed to kiss a Hamas fighter. These situations, according to Israel, designed solely for Hamas's propaganda. Israel says it won't be releasing any more Palestinians until the next group of Israeli hostages are confirmed and returned without ceremony. It had been expecting the bodies of 4 dead Israeli hostages to be released this coming week. Hamas has hit back, saying it is providing and affording the Israeli hostages the respect that they deserve, and says it's in stark contrast with the treatment given to Palestinian prisoners and detainees in Israeli jails, accusing Israel of serious mistreatment and neglect. It's accusing the Netanyahu government of trying to manufacture reasons not to uphold its end of the ceasefire deal in Gaza. That's a truce which is due to expire in just over a week's time, and very little progress has been made on extending the deal, although the US President's special envoy to the Middle East says he does expect it to be extended, and he'll be travelling to the Middle East this week to see those negotiations. Meanwhile, Israeli forces are being told to prepare for an extended stay in the West Bank, where Israel has been running a massive counter-terror operation for weeks. 40,000 Palestinians have been displaced and dozens killed, according to local authorities, criticising Israel for targeting communities full of civilians. Israel has also made its presence known north of the border, launching airstrikes into Lebanon as tens of thousands gathered for the funeral of the former Hezbollah leader, Hassan Nasrallah. Nasrallah had turned Hezbollah into a force here in the Middle East, although it is now severely depleted. The funeral on Sunday, an attempt by its top brass to portray strength after war with Israel, however uncertain its future may be.